Did she grab on you anyway that left some bruises?
Just like behind my ears, she kind of just put her fingernails and some marks.
Did she grab your arms by any chance? A couple scratches there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Can you put your arm like this? So, when it comes to pressing charges, you guys have 2 children together. How long have you guys been married? How long? Couple months?
Like you were the primary aggressor, okay? So I need you to turn around and put your hands behind your back, okay?
On December 23rd, 2025, officers from the Key West Police Department responded to a hotel room following a reported domestic incident during a family vacation. The body cam footage captures a thorough investigation and arrest for domestic battery.
If you want to go chat with him, I'll do. Yep.
Hey, man, I'm sent you up with the mail. Hello.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Feeling better?
Okay, yeah. That's accurate. Sounds about right. How are you? You? What's your name?
Justin.
Hi, Justin, Officer Harris. Can you tell me what's going on here tonight, please?
My wife probably had a little too much to drink. Started yelling at her a lot earlier, screaming at her, berating her. Finally got her out of the room, moved down here for a little bit. She then threatened to fly home in the morning. Nobody's got here today. I came back, tried to calm the situation down. She getting worse, escalating, screaming. So again, she's obviously scared. Finally, we walk back down here for a little bit more. Hopefully let her go to sleep. My son is asleep. Get back in. She's locked us out. She finally comes and lets us in. And then, again, screaming at me so bad. She finally attacks me, jumps on me, grabs me by the ears, like violently. She starts crying, of course, and that's when, I felt like the situation was completely...
And this happened in front of the baby? Oh, unfortunately. You have your ID with you by any chance, please?
It's inside.
Okay, that's fine. And you guys are staying in town for how long?
Till Friday.
Oh, so you just got here today and you're leaving on Friday? Oh, is this like a family vacation you guys have? Like for the winter break?
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Oh, okay. And you said she had a little bit to drink, a bit much?
A bit much, but then she probably... I don't know. She sobered up, started to, but it just kept escalating.
And you said she jumped on you from the back, or?
I was sitting on the bed, facing the other bed, and she jumped on me, facing me, and grabbed me by the ears of the head.
In any way, did she try to get Zoe or touch Zoe in any way?
I mean, she was screaming at her earlier so aggressively. Again, nothing physical, but I mean, like, nose to nose in her face, like, as violently aggressively screaming at somebody who's grasping. Like, just...
You remember some things she was saying?
Not giving good for her, but saying she's, ungrateful and spoiled and, doesn't know hardship, and she should know trauma and hardship, so she's going to show her some, and she has it too easy.
Scared? You were scared? Have mom ever scared you like that before?
A few times.
A few times? Military? I'll let you process it for sure. It's something difficult to process. Tell you what, though, you're strong for sure. You guys are both strong. You guys want to stand up for me? I'm just going to ask you to stand up very briefly. This may be uncomfortable, but I'm going to ask you to take a few pictures of your body, okay? No military. You work out often?
A little bit.
2 days a week? Oh, let me get your ear. No, you're good. I'll turn this way for you. Did she grab on you anyway that left some bruises?
Just like behind my ears, she kind of just put her fingernails and some marks.
Did she grab your arms by any chance? A couple scratches there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Can you put your arm like this? Gotta zoom the camera out. They didn't pay me to be a good photographer. Alright, I'm not good at that. Have you guys ever called authorities for something happening like this again? Like previous in Indiana, for instance? And it was all basically the same manners, the same way, or it was like different in situations?
Very similar.
Similar. Okay. Did anybody go to jail in reference to that?
No, I did not press charges. They asked her to leave my house because we weren't together at the time. So they, she was intoxicated. They asked her to leave. And I think she had a friend pick her up, but I didn't press charges.
What room is the reservation under?
What room?
I mean,
what name?
What name is the reservation
It's under my name.
Your name? And your credit card too? Okay. So, when it comes to pressing charges, you guys have 2 children together. How long have you guys been married? How long? A couple months?
We've been together like 10 years on and off.
So you've been dating for 10 years. Okay. And then married for approximately how many months? Married less than a month?
Time may work. Obviously, not going well.
That's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. You guys live together back home? Okay. Perfect. So I'll tell you, I'm a straight shot and I like to be honest. When it comes down to pressing charges, it's either yes, you will press charges, you want her in jail. No, you don't want to press charges, you don't want her in jail. 3, like you said before, it'd be a separation route. Right? In the state of Florida, it's different. Right? In the state of Florida, you don't have to press charges. The state of Florida is going to press charges whenever anything physical happens between 2 people that has an established relationship, married, have children. So you guys will qualify as domestic, right? Because you guys have children, you guys are married, and you guys live together. The dating, if you guys weren't married, the dating on and off would have helped the situation out. You could have got like dating. But since you guys are married, depends on what she get and depends on what we discuss after, it's the next steps that we'll take. Okay? You do have marks on you, which attest to what you said happened. So I'll speak with you.
Hi, I'm sorry about that. I'm Officer Flores with the Key West Police Department. You met my partner, Officer Harris. I just finished up speaking with your wife. I guess your daughter, she also explained you guys both have a history of dizzy spells. Your daughter ended up having a little bit of a dizzy spell, so she's laying down in the bed right now. My partner's in the room with her too, just to keep an eye on things. But I just wanted to let you know too, because you're her father, and her not coming back after saying she needed to use the restroom and everything, Did your daughter see the whole incident? She was in there. Okay, what about your son?
He was asleep.
And then are your son and daughter sharing a bed, and then you guys share a bed?
That's probably what was going to happen.
She said both the kids are shared by you guys. Yes, you're both. Okay. And then has this happened before? Okay. I'm gonna go see if your daughter's okay to talk with me really quick, and then I'll bring her out here and we can speak in front of you. 2 questions first before we start, okay? Real quick. Do you know the difference between a truth and a lie?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind telling me what happened between your mom and your dad?
Well, when I was in bed, my mom was right next to me.
Okay.
My dad was on the other side. They started arguing. My mom was screaming. She got pistols and they attacked.
She had written, I forgot what she wrote, this like, we were out, like, you on the TV, and do better on the mirror.
Okay, I saw the do better on the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. And I was a little curious about that, but I was gonna see what. Okay. When you say fighting, was it like they were wrestling, or was it like they were fighting because they were arguing?
It was like kind of both.
Kind of both? Okay.
Like at first they were arguing, and then they started like grabbing, pushing.
Okay. So, okay. Did you see who grabbed first, or was it all just arguing, and then?
Well, it was arguing, then Mom comes, and then Dad was like, pushing away.
Dad was trying to put space between them. Okay. Alright. Do you want to stay out here with Dad, or do you want to go back and lay down? You want to lay down?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain everything to you, okay? Like I said earlier, Florida We don't have discretion when it comes to it. He has marks, he has bruises, he has things that aren't normal, and he has scratches, okay? The thing is, he has scratches, you don't. Based on that, and based on our investigation, we were able to determine that you were the primary aggressor, okay? So I need you to turn around and put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
In handling this case, the officers properly applied Florida Statute 741.29, the primary aggressor determination statute. This law mandates that law enforcement must identify the primary aggressor when probable cause of domestic violence exists. Florida Statute 741.29 subsection 4 requires officers to evaluate each party's statements separately and consider multiple factors, including the severity of injuries, any history of violence, signs of self-defense, and the level of fear expressed by the individuals involved. The arrest was based on Florida Statute 784.03, which clearly defines battery. According to this statute, a person commits battery if they actually and intentionally touch or strike another person against that person's will or intentionally cause bodily harm. When such an act occurs between spouses or household members, it is classified as domestic battery. Florida law treats these cases with heightened seriousness due to the relationship between the parties and the presence of children. Florida Statute 901.15 subsection 7 further authorizes officers to make a warrantless arrest for misdemeanor domestic battery when there is probable cause that the act occurred within the preceding 24 hours. Notably, victim consent is not required for the arrest.
That's why I removed you from the room and we gave you the chance to say goodbye to your children, okay? We're gonna go down over here real quick. I have 7, I have 1 female in custody.
This is just a domestic dispute.
10. Sorry, you were saying?
This is just a domestic dispute.
Yep, so it's
What am I being charged
So
with?
you're gonna be charged with battery. Because it's an unwanted touch or strike, and then it's just going to be annotated that it is domestic in nature. Copy, thank you. It's going to be annotated that it's domestic in nature. Once we get out to the jail will be able to help with letting you know and navigating how everything's going to occur. More than likely, you'll have first appearance sometime tomorrow in front of the judge, and then it'll go from there, okay? But like you said, your family is going to be here until Friday, yes? It's probably only going to be for the night. It depends on what the judge sets. Huh?
In Florida. No offense, but like Florida jail's pretty bad.
Ours
We
here
have a whole show about shit that happens in Florida. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did have that one Florida man show. Okay, yeah. Huh?
I said or Florida.
Yeah, hold on one second. I gotta do one thing before. Okay. Alright, you can go ahead, step in. Alright, go ahead, look towards that window to behind. Other way. There you go. Put your back to the seat and just look with your head. Okay. And then I'm gonna hold on to this for just because this is your piece of identification for right now. I'm gonna make sure I have it in my vest, okay? Alright.
On this security guard here.
Okay. They called 911 and we were conducting an investigation, and someone's getting arrested. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but like if I'm in pretty good clean standing in Indiana, hopefully something gets dropped down to a misdemeanor, I pay a fine. Like what?
It's all gonna be up to the judge.
Am I gonna be in shackles?
Huh?
Am I gonna be in shackles?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't have shackles. Nope, you're gonna walk up as is, and then you'll be checked out by the nurse and everything, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
A no-contact order was issued as standard procedure following the arrest. Although the case was later classified as no action after 2 subsequent court hearings, this outcome reflects prosecutorial discretion rather than any flaw in the initial probable cause determination. Throughout the response, officers fulfilled their documentation obligations under Florida Statute 741.29, including photographing visible injuries and considering the safety and welfare of any minor children present at the scene. This approach aligns with Fourth Amendment requirements, ensuring that any seizure, in this case, the arrest was supported by specific and articulable facts amounting to probable cause. The combination of visible physical evidence and witness statements provided a solid legal foundation for the officer's actions under Florida's pro-arrest policy in qualifying domestic violence cases. Key takeaways. Law enforcement must strictly adhere to Florida Statute 741.29 when determining the primary aggressor to avoid improper arrests. Individuals should understand that any intentional unwanted physical contact under Florida Statute 784.03 can result in arrest regardless of later reconciliation or family dynamics. Alcohol or emotional stress does not provide a legal defense to battery in domestic situations. Early intervention through counseling or civil protective orders is strongly recommended to prevent escalation to criminal charges. For officers, detailed documentation and calm professional communication remain essential to ensure their actions withstand judicial and prosecutorial review. This case demonstrates Florida's balanced yet firm approach: swift protection for victims through arrest when probable cause exists, while still allowing the justice system flexibility in final charging decisions. It also highlights the importance of thorough investigations in domestic calls involving children, where both immediate safety and long-term family stability must be carefully considered. Overall, the response reflects proper application of Florida domestic violence statutes while acknowledging the complex realities often present in these situations. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.